Hello everyone and welcome to Quantum Universum. The Celestine Prophecy, an ancient manuscript that has captured the attention of many spiritual seekers, offers 9 insights that promise to transform the lives of those who understand and embrace them. In this in-depth exploration, we will delve into the depths of each insight, shedding light on how these ancient wisdoms can still illuminate our path in the modern world. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel and enable notifications to not miss upcoming videos on personal growth and spiritual well-being. What is the theme of this wonderful book? The Celestine Prophecy is a tale that weaves parable and adventure to offer its own initiation journey. An ancient manuscript containing 9 keys to interpreting existence is discovered and becomes the subject of study and research. The Peruvian government and church desperately try to destroy it, persecuting anyone in possession of its parts. An American history teacher gets involved in the search for the complete text, and to find it, he must rely on the flow of everyday coincidences which, once interpreted, lead to his authentic destiny. The search begins in the Andes and leads to a discovery among the ruins hidden in the depths of the rainforest. Once all 9 keys are found and understood, a new vision of life emerges, showing how it is possible to save the planet, its creatures, and its beauty. The book is narrated in the first person and speaks of one's spiritual awakening, of the search through a transitional period of one's life. This book is truly a fulfilled prophecy that, looking around, is still unfolding. Those who have decided to embark on a spiritual path should read this book. I share with you the author's note. He says, Author's note. For at least half a century, a new awareness has become part of the human universe, a consciousness that can be defined as transcendent, spiritual. If you are reading this book, perhaps you have already noticed what is happening because you feel it inside you. At this moment in history, we seem to be particularly attuned to the development of life itself, to those fortuitous events that happen at just the right moment and introduce us to people capable of setting our existence in a new and inspiring direction. Perhaps we can sense the higher meaning of these mysterious events more than the people who lived before us have ever done. We know that for each of us, life is a spiritual revelation, seductive and magical, which no philosophy or religion has fully clarified so far. And we are aware of something else. We know that when we understand what is happening, setting this form of growth in motion and keeping it alive, humanity will make an incredible leap forward, finally achieving the new way of life it has pursued throughout its history. This story is offered to you to achieve this new understanding. If it strikes you, expressing something you already perceive in life, pass on your experience to someone else, because I believe that our new awareness of spirituality is expanding precisely in this direction, no longer through passing fads or extravagant advertising, but on a personal level, through a kind of positive psychological contagion among people. Autumn 1992, Autumn 1990. Now let's explore the 9 insights. Insight 1. Synchronicity. The first stage of the Celestine Prophecy introduces us to the fascinating concept of synchronicity. But what does this term really mean? Synchronicity is a concept introduced by Carl Gustav Jung, a Swiss psychoanalyst, to describe the meaning of seemingly random events that occur simultaneously but do not have an obvious cause and effect relationship. In other words, synchronicity suggests that events can be meaningfully connected even if there is no direct logical connection between them. Coinciding events are considered significant because they indicate a hidden harmony in the universe. The Celestine Prophecy suggests that paying attention to such events can guide us on our spiritual path and personal enlightenment. Each coincidence could be seen as a guide, a signal pointing us in the right direction in our lives. But how can we recognize and interpret these signals? This is where awareness comes into play. Being aware of the surrounding environment and life experiences allows us to grasp the hidden connections between events. One way to do this is to pay attention to our thoughts, feelings, and intuitions. Concrete examples. Imagine thinking about an old friend you haven't heard from in years, and suddenly you receive a call from them at the same moment. This is an example of synchronicity, your thoughts and the situation aligned significantly. Another example could be finding an old photograph in a drawer just as you were reflecting on a past moment. This event coincides with your mood and thoughts of the moment, creating deeper meaning. In summary, synchronicity teaches us to be open to coinciding events, to pay attention to the details of everyday life, and to consider that not everything happens by chance. Recognizing these connections can lead to a greater understanding of ourselves and our spiritual path. Insight 2. Follow inner messages. In the second stage of the Celestine Prophecy, we dive into the attentive listening of inner messages. This process requires a deep connection with ourselves and our inner world. Listening to inner messages involves deep reflection and awareness of our emotions, desires, and fears. Meditation becomes a powerful tool for tuning into our inner world, allowing us to perceive more clearly the messages emerging from our soul. Through meditation, we enter a state of mental stillness, opening a space to listen to the inner voice. Awareness guides us in understanding the deeper meanings of what we feel, helping us interpret the inner messages that might otherwise be overlooked in the daily noise. The language of the soul is often symbolic and intuitive. Deciphering this language requires patience and practice. For example, recurring dreams could be indications from our soul, and reflecting on them could reveal important messages. Another mode of soul expression could be through passions and interests that ignite us internally. Concrete examples. Imagine feeling a deep sense of joy while engaging in a creative activity. This could be an inner message indicating your inclination for art or creativity. Alternatively, a dream urging you to explore new horizons could be a soul's call to seek new experiences. Following inner messages means being in tune with your authenticity and responding to the deep calls of your soul. Through this process, you can discover who you truly are and guide your spiritual growth. As always, thank you for being with me on this journey, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to let me know by giving it a like and leaving a comment. See you soon in the next video.